I think if the ODM party is emasculated or becomes weak or dies, that will be a blow to democracy. Because Kenya, we must never forget the construct of the constitution is that we are a multi-party democracy. Parties are pillars of democracy, at least the Kenyan design and architecture of democracy, the way it should be implemented is that parties play a very critical role. And that's where even the vision of funding political parties arose, because they're key agencies in the management of the public affairs. Now, if ODM as a party, because the other parties do not have the national image, or they don't have a broad national representation as ODM. And ODM has remained intact. UDA basically is imploding, as I've said. So I would urge the members of the party to be steady, be true to the cause, subscribe to the vision of the party, and fight for it to ensure that the Kenya that the ODM as a party wants to create is still our major objective. But I am particularly concerned that in a situation where you have parties that come and go because of arrangements that come and are seized opportunistically without thinking about the foundations of democracy, can be a great problem for us in the future, because to recreate an environment when you have strong political parties is not easy. Now, if you go to the West, like the Democrats, the Republicans, they have a long history. They've been there for a long time. In Europe, similarly, parties, have outlived centuries. In the continent, I think the ANC, although it is undergoing turbulence, but the fact that from 1912, it has remained as the major political party in South Africa is something to be commended. And that some other parties are also emerging or are in existence in South Africa that are strong, I think is something to be appreciated, and there's something to be nurtured. So I hope ODM continues to recruit membership, continue to expand, and continues to maintain its brand. And it is a progressive movement. ODM is not just a political party, it's a progressive movement that is committed to fighting for the ordinary people in Kenya. And it's important that we know that many of the parties which have been in prominent positions in our Kenyan politics, like KANU, like PNU, like NAC, they have come and gone. Now, to recreate those parties, even when you had very strong leaders behind them, PNU with Kibaki, NAC with Kibaki, KANU with Moi, DP with Kibaki, Jubilee with Uhuru, that the current president and the immediate former president were from the Jubilee formation. And those parties are dying. Yeah, so ODM must not die. It must not be weakened and must not weaken. It must fight to not only occupy the space it has, but to expand its space in the country.
Finally, if you're put in another world and told to choose a political party that you'd want to belong to, which is this party?
If another world?
Yes.
Yes, I'll still choose ODM. Choose ODM. I think, This party hopping, which all of us are guilty of, has been part of the problem in our nation. But I think I'm very proud to be a member of ODM, and I'm proud to be a disciplined member of the ODM, and I will not change this membership for another party unless ODM, for all intents and purposes, ceases to exist.